Hey, today it's Friday, May 23rd, and we're going to show you a few things that are going out right now. And for the coming week, we've got our herbs, and if you haven't seen them, this is how we ship them. Trays of 12 pots each, ordered by the tray. You can see we got rosemary, parsley, different basils, different thymes, chives, cilantro, fresh crops coming all the time. So this is a year-round program for us. So every week we've got fresh crop of culinary herbs coming in 4-inch pots. Good availability on Gartenmeister fuchsia. Sometimes we don't get the size out of them before they ship, but you can see we've got a nice size. The buds are just about ready to pop and probably be open in this coming week. So nice, well-branched Gartenmeister fuchsia, great for sun or shade, good in planting. Okay, cypress. Right now we're still doing our Northern Performers. We're also working on a line of 6-inch as summer starts approaching, believe it or not. So we've got 6-inch pots of a number of items, and one of them is the cypress Nile Princess. And just to keep in mind, Nile Princess is the same as King Tut. We changed the name in the past year to put a family together. We've got Nile Queen and Nile Princess. Nile Queen is sometimes known as King Tut, which is a trademark name, but it's not a patented item. So we've got the tall variety is Nile Queen, and this variety here is Nile Princess. Nile Queen, Nile Princess. Nile Queen's big, Nile Princess is short, and this is Nile Princess in a 6-inch pot. Now and throughout most of the summer, we'll be having these 2.5-inch, sometimes we call them 6.5 centimeter pots of succulents that we've been growing here. And we've got quite a mixture. We've got some, right here you got some Pachyphytum, some Faucheria, Echeveria. We have different things and quite a few different Echeverias. So these are sold in trays of 12. And along with that, since we're by this card, I'll show you some different succulents, including Pilea. So you've got some Faucheria, Echeveria. There's all kinds of stuff we got here. Here's some aloes, Rhipsalis, which is really in the cactus family, a Graptivaria. We've got a lot of different succulents in that. They're ready now and probably throughout the entire summer. So succulents in 2.5-inch pots and in 4-inch pots. With summer coming and the heat coming someday, Thunbergia, we got a bunch of 10-inch hanging Thunbergia, and as you know, with the sun, this is a great hanger that'll sell well and do well for the homeowner. Yellows, orange, and some mix. 10-inch sun patience. Everybody knows now that sun patients do not get downy mildew. They are not a New Guinea, they are closely related. And the benefit is you get some nice size on these. The homeowner will get a big plant. There's some nice variegation in the white, for example. Some are all green leaves, some are variegated bicolor leaves. And on top of that, even though they say sun patients, they can be grown in the sun or the shade. So to us, it's a little bit of improvement over New Guinea impatiens. So 10-inch hangers this week and some 6-inch pots. And there's more of these coming for the next month or so. So just a reminder of our product in the 2.5-inch pot. Again, 6-centimeter pot, same thing. We have the Rex begonias that are on a regular basis. We looked at the succulents. We've also got Irish moss and Scotch moss this week, along with a few peperomias. So a nice bright color, and they're really good size. Here are the brand new 2.5-inch Sagina, otherwise known as Scotch moss and Irish moss. So you could add this in with the 2.5 product we talked about a minute ago. I wanted to point out an item called Centurio gymnocarpa. It's not a dusty miller, it's not a perennial per se, but it's a beautiful, beautiful accent plant. We've got them in our Northern Tropical line. This one decided to go to flower a little early. You can see the flower is very attractive. But as you look over the crop, you get a nice look similar to a dusty miller. And these will get pretty massive over the summer, and at some point you do get the flowers with very, very bright silvery foliage. Okay, we're looking at two different geraniums here. The one on your right is Caliente style with single flowers and many, many flowers, very dark green leaves. It has full sun tolerance. You'll notice that it's got a really bright and deep red. So Caliente Fire, and then on your left is Calliope Dark Red, where you have the big deep red blooms, the difference being more of a double bloom. So we'll show you, these are the two that we have in the 6-inch pot. So if we pan over to the left, you'll see we've got a lot of each coming along, and they're ready to go. Caliente Fire with the more blooms and single blooms, and then the Calliope Dark Red with the double blooms, both in 6-inch pots. This past week we started shipping the caladiums this year. We've got gallons, or we call them 7-inch pots, very small amount right now that are big enough because we shipped a lot, but we've got a good selection and good volume on these quartz in the terracotta color pot. So this is an assorted tray, so we've got them in straight colors or assorted, however you'd like them, the quart caladium.